Hello, my name is Dr. Paris. I'm the Deputy Principal at Fremont-Elizabeth High School, and this is for my Stage 1 ICT class. We're looking at documentation today, like how to build the Pokies web page. Now, in your home drive, you will find these folders. For those doing a semester, only find applications and web programming. Regardless, you get the application folder. In there, you'll see the free files. Today we're looking at the documentation. Now, in the documentation so far, we've done the following. Right? We have, in the previous sessions, we've looked at the analysis, and we've talked about 3 parts of analysis. That's in this first section, first video. The second one looked at design, talked about flowchart and pseudocode, how it's going to help us with our coding. Now to the next part, the implementation. It's our third stage. Again, as before, just get rid of all those instructions and start doing your own thing. Right. Now, in your own words, you need to put down the purpose. So here, the purpose below are going to be a series of tables like we've done in previous programs for me, and they're going to show you the different stages in building your web Pokies app using JavaScript. So basically, as before, you need to have a table showing the code. Also, choose a few things out of the code to explain, and have a screenshot of what that stage looks like. So that's our first stage. Okay. In our first stage, you've all got this, and it's a basic plain web Pokies. Well, it doesn't really do anything, just words there. They change every time I hit F5. F5 it changes. So I need to do a screenshot of that. So hit the print screen button and you need to paste it into your table. The other thing you need to do, as before, you open it up with Notepad and you copy all that code, all of that. Control C and put it into your table. Okay, so that's our first stage, and let's open up our documentation again. So in here you put a table. Here we go. Now, there's 3 parts of the table. The code, this is a basic web page showing the fruit. That's what you've got already. That's what we've just seen. The code in there, I'll just color code to make things easier. There's the explanation section and a screenshot. Right, so paste it in there. Now, I chose 3 things to explain. Baker chose this. The function Pokies, brace, opening brace. So what does it actually do? So see, the function name required is JavaScript. Yeah, this is what's required in JavaScript. The function in this case is called Pokies. It could be called whatever you want, but we call it Pokies. And the start stops in the brace. So there's the brace there. Pokies starts there, stops there. Every time we use a name on the web page, it starts a Pokie game. So here's the web page here. When I mention the name Pokies, it starts it, whatever I write in there. That's my first explanation. I chose to explain this too. Variable mystery. I'm saying that this is set up a container called mystery, and it puts a 0 in it to start off with, just in case there's numbers floating around in future games. Then you always set it back to 0, just to make sure it's clean. And I've decided to explain this one here. Variable fruit new array. That simply means this sets up a container of 6 containers called fruit. And then you put your fruit. Now here it is. There's my first container. They call this an array. Okay, so they all belong to the array of fruit. 6 containers, and a computer stores it in memory. Okay, that's what it does. And that's your first table. Okay, now in my next stage of development, and you need to see my other videos, I've added this here, 2 of a kind. You win, F5 to play the game. And if you notice, you lose because the fruits don't match. 2 of a kind, there's about a pineapple. It's working. So I need to get a screenshot of that to show my next stage. And also, I need to copy the code. And you need to copy all of that. I decided, I don't need to copy all that, just copy the bit in the middle really, because the HTML is going to change. If I just copy function, Pokies, right to the end of the function, which is right here, Control C, copy that, and I could add that to my table. So we've got my table of the new scripts, and I'll just add it to it now. And there we go. So that's it. So the first one, all I've done here is, this one here is what you had. I added this whole section here. Right? If I was saying here, if 0, Windows 0 equals 0, Windows 1, and Windows 0 equals Windows 2, and Windows 0 equals car, they all must be the same, then you display jackpot. If Windows 0 equals Windows 1 and Windows 0 equals Windows 2, you display 3 of a kind, because it means it mustn't have been a car there, it goes to the next level. If that's not true, it goes to the next level, else means it goes to the next level. So here it says if Windows 0 equals Windows 1, or Windows 0 equals Windows 2, or Windows 1 equals Windows 2, then you display 2 of a kind. If that's not true, it goes to the next level, then there must be a loss, so you lose. I decided to explain a few of those things, so I decided to highlight this part here. The double, I have not included the HTML section, notice it's not included there, just the function section. It's not changed. This is just the Java section of the web page. Okay. Now, the double equal sign here is unlike equal, which means replace. Double equal means must be exactly the same. So Windows 0 must be exactly the same as Windows 1. There's no replacement. In JavaScript, double ampersands means and. Right? There's your and there. That's in JavaScript. That's and. Okay. In JavaScript, the double pipes, which is on top of the equal sign, you see a straight line straight up, you have 2 pipes. That means or. So here with this one, or that one, or that one. Or is different to and means everything must be true for that to show. Everything here must be true to show. Or means it could be that, or it could be that, it could be that. Any one of them shows this. If none of those apply, it says you lose. And there's a screenshot of that. Okay, so they're the first 2 stages. Same program, add some more. What we'll do now is replace the words here with pictures. So again, in the other videos, it shows you the code, how to do that. But here we'll focus on documentation. What I've done here, I found pictures on the internet. I think I couldn't find watermelon, but I got strawberry. It doesn't matter what fruit you got. So they might be a bit different to what I said initially. But and let's look at the game so far. The game so far is, there it is, same thing, except instead of in words we have pictures. So you need to get a screenshot of that, so print screen. Hit F5, it changes, right? So the game's still working, it looks like more exciting. There's a screenshot of that, and the next thing you need to do is, let's look at the code. Here it is. The only thing I've done differently really is this part here. I said instead of, so in this stage all I've done is replace the fruit name with the fruit I found on the internet. This is the fruit I found on the internet. I don't think I found a watermelon, but I found a strawberry instead. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so and that's all it does, is just change it. So again, same old story. You copy, this function section right through to the end of the function, which is right there. Copy that, Control C, and let's copy the outcome. And there it is. Let's screenshot that. And let's put our documentation now. So back to our documentation. What we're going to do in here, we're going to add a next stage. Right, so the only thing that's actually changed here is that instead of naming the fruit with words, I'm naming the fruit with pictures. And now this is important, I've got it in a pictures folder. So remember, it's in a pictures folder, whatever you call that folder, it's going to be called here as well. So the program knows where to find it. But the rest of it's really the same, okay? So all I said here is I'm replacing the name with an image source found in the pictures folder called Apple. And that's what I've done here. And it gives that result instead of this result. It's a lot more detail. Okay. Okay, for the final part of this documentation, which is the implementation, I'll just show the final product, my final product. Yours will be different. So let's have a look at this. In the final stage, my poking machine looks like this. It's finished. There you go. Hit F5 and it changes and tells me if I lose or win. So I need to get a screenshot of that as before, and I also need to get a copy of the code. There's a final code of my final product. Copy that and straight into my documentation. Oops. And there's my final product. Okay, web Pokies replacing words with pictures. And there's my final product there. Choose a few little things here. What I've done here is just showing you that I made the height all the same for the pictures. They're all going to be 140 pixels high, 100 pixels long, so therefore they balance out nicely. Here I've changed the background colour to blue, text colour to white. There's explanations, making all the pictures the same shape, and making the text background blue and text white. Okay, that's my final product. That's my final documentation. Just show again. Okay, that's a finished product. So, in this section, to sum up, you show a few examples of your stages of development. You start with the beginning. Here we go. This is the very first one you got now, right? Again, the code's in there, explain parts of it, screenshot of where you're at. Did a few changes here, especially the winnings, okay? Explain the winning, the parts of it. Give a screenshot showing the winnings. The next stage, same program, I've changed the word into pictures. Explain what I did there, and there's the pictures. And the final one is just touching it all up. The same height pictures, and background blue, and there's my final explanation. That's the end of this particular part of the documentation. Thank you for watching.